Hey guys, it's Teresa with Jeremiah Dreams. How's it going? I am just having a day where I can't get my brain to turn off, and I thought, let's do something productive. And I'm going to do a little bit of late night crafting. And part of the problem as to why I can't turn my brain off is because um, I had so much fun creating that little sunflower project the other day that I had to go buy a few more little items and I wanted to make several. And all I could think about was how perfect it would fit on a tiered tray. Well, hey, Shar, how are you, my friend? I am so glad to see you. Let me share my screen with you and I'll show you what I've got up my sleeve. So I went to Dollar Tree and they have these little crates. Let me get this little tag off. And they have these cute little metal sunflowers. And what I did the other night was I just kind of took it apart and I painted a really cute little box. And I just thought, I am going to do a few more of these. I just can't even stand it. Shar, I got some new paint brushes, some detail brushes, and they are Zen brushes. And I think I'm in love. I have struggled with, I've got hair kind of getting crazy on me, getting in my eye. I have struggled with finding a good detail brush. I have decent high end. How are you, my friend? Um, I've had, I've got some decent flat brushes, but a detail brush, a good detail brush is so hard to find. Hi, Chastida. How are you, my friend? Um, Oh, yes, girl. I just got them today. And I don't know about yours, but mine came, I got a whole set of 12, like all of these, and they came in this neat little canvas travel case. And I haven't used all of them yet. I've only used one so far for some detail work, and I just loved it. So I think I'm hooked. All right, y'all. I'm going to dive right on in here because, oh, let me shake this up a little bit. Um, I just had so much fun with that other little project the other night. And I wanted to do a few more. So I'm like, I'm going to get this down to a perfect science. So I'm just going to use a flat brush and I'm going to start with some orange. And I'm just going to go ahead and start in the corner. And I hope y'all can see. I'm going to try to get it to where you can. And I'm just going to do about a brush width of a stripe in this pumpkin. It's actually Waverly chalk paint in pumpkin. And I want to use that because I'm doing this on wood, just in case you're kind of wondering. And they had these cute little crates at the Dollar Tree, and I just loved it. Now I'm going to go back and forth because I didn't want to use a ruler. Let me get this yellow. This is chalk paint in summer porch, y'all. This is a beautiful color. Let me lay this down real quick. And I'm going to kind of toggle between brushes and hope I don't get them mixed up. Where did I get my brushes? I got them on Amazon. I sure did. So I believe this set of 12 was about $30, and that's the most I've ever spent on brushes. But listen, as an artist, I was becoming very frustrated in finding a good detail brush, and that's what I was going for. And with it came several different kinds of detail brushes. It came with an angle brush. There's some flat. There's some oh, what all did they call them? Here's my little box. This is what they came in. So let me show you. Let me get the camera in the right spot. So there's 4 rounds. There are 3 riggers, and that I'm not sure, but they're great detail. Like this longer one would be great for calligraphy. There's an angled brush. There's a couple of filberts and a couple of flats. So they're all really small and really all about detail. Let me see if I can get this a little closer so you can kind of see. But they came in this box. They came in this really nice canvas travel case. And I am excited. And Char, I know exactly. Oh, yes, girl. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to finding a good detail brush because I have the ones I have, I was just really becoming very frustrated that I couldn't get the point to be exactly like I wanted it to be. All right, so y'all, I'm just striping it. This is going to be our background. And I did this the other night, and I just was really happy with this look, this yellow and orange look. And I asked the ladies that were joining me on the live if I should do the checked, when they all were like, no, that stripe looks really good. So that's what I did. You just got to listen to your friends sometimes. They're going to tell you the truth, and if they're good friends, they will. And they're not going to lead you astray. But I am just, I just think the sunflower is a good transition piece from the hot dog days of summer into fall. Don't you? I love sunflowers. All right. So I've been seeing a lot of people talking about getting ready to decorate for fall. And I am not going to be doing much, if anything, other than what I create with you guys, because I am preparing to move. And I've got to box everything up, and there's no point dragging it out. So now, one of the tricks here in doing this is keeping my line straight. So as I go along, if I see that my lines are beginning to get wonky, I can always kind of make minor adjustments that will get everything back on track. I know I should probably measure and do all the things. I'm just not good at being patient enough for all that. I just kind of wing it. I probably need to hold this other brush in this other hand. Hope y'all can see okay. But y'all, fall is my favorite time of the year. My birthday is in November, and everything cools down. I love the colors. In fact, tonight, oh, my nose is itching. I did a piece in my Paint and Create group that touched on fall with sort of a pond view with some colors in the trees and fireflies. I've just been real nostalgic lately, probably because I'm getting ready to move, and I am moving out of the house where I raised my children, and it's on family property. And y'all are probably thinking, why in the world would you do that? Well, it's called There's Two Little Girls, two little grands that Mimi needs to be closer to. And my 3-year-old, she's getting excited. And the other night she said, Mimi, I sighted I close. Or how did she say? I sighted you close to me. I think is how she said it. Mimi, I sighted you close to me. And it just melts my heart. So, and I just prayed about it, and the Lord just really was clear with me that that was what I needed to do, y'all. I wanted to be sure I was going to be in the Lord's will in that process as well. So here I go. I'm going to be moving. And I'm thinking I am really old feeling right now. Getting ready for all that. Getting a little bit more yellow in my lid. I didn't really want to pull out another palette because I'm not really doing any shading. I'm just laying in these colors. And then we're going to paint the outside. I think I'm going to do brown on this one. The last one I did black. And I'm kind of feeling some dark brown. About got these stripes laid in, and we're going to paint the rest a dark brown. Get this kind of lined up here. There we go. Oh, I got it. Somehow I manage, y'all, because I'm human. Got a little orange where it shouldn't be, so I'm going to cover that up real quick. All right, so let me stick those in water. So here's my stripes. That's my background for these sunflowers. And I think that's going to be really cute. And the thing is, we're not going to leave them flat against that. We are going to give them some dimension and pull them off the surface so that they kind of look like they're floating in there. And y'all, I've been thinking too about tier trays. I told y'all the other night, how do I not have a tier tray? But I do not have a tier tray. So, oh, and I know, girl, you have four. Oh, I have two, and they're little. My oldest one's 3, and my little one is 3 months old. And I just want to pour into them. I just want to pour into those babies. I grew up with grandparents right next door to me, and those are some of the best memories ever. And I want that. So that is my plan. Okay. I have, this is Java chalk paint. It's pretty dark brown, and I want it to be pretty dark. Where's all my little palette thingies? There they are down at the bottom. Hold on. Let me grab one real quick. There we go. Now then, we're going to paint this in Java. And I'm going to go ahead and pour some out because we're going to use quite a bit. I just love these Waverly chalk paints. And my Walmart in my little town just doesn't have a good supply of them, a good variety. And when I go down to visit my kids in Huntsville, I like to go to their Walmart there because they do have a decent selection. But there's several colors I'm wanting to get, and they just don't carry them at my Walmart. I don't know why. Because I think they would certainly be scooped up if they were. I don't know. Ooh, I really like this dark brown. Trying to be very careful as I get toward the edge, not to mess up what I've done there. And I'll probably have to go back and do little touch-ups, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Yeah, Miss Shar's the one that first suggested the Zen to me, because that's what she was using the other night in her project. And I started looking and found that they have these detail brushes. Oh, you have 5? Oh, wow, girl. That's awesome. Well, my son and his wife have not been married very long. They've been married almost a year. It'll be a year in September. So I really don't foresee them starting a family for a little while yet. But yes, Miss Shar is the one that got me into these Zen brushes. Now, I'm not going to do just one sunflower in here. I'm actually going to do a set of 3. And I want to put them at different levels of dimension of popping off or floating. But, oh, I think I started telling y'all this and then I got sidetracked because, y'all, I'm at that age. But I thought this would be really cute to include in a tiered tray grouping. And I have got to start working on me a tiered tray. I've admired them, but I just haven't. And maybe it's because I couldn't really decide exactly what I wanted to do. My friend Judy, I know I've missed you. Where have you been? Tell me, where have you been, my friend? I have missed seeing you on here with me. You guys, if you enjoy what you're seeing here, use that heart emoji like applause if you don't mind. Facebook would love to know whether or not you are enjoying what you're seeing. And if you're new to me and you don't follow, and those of you that are on here tonight probably are already following me. So if you're catching this on the replay and you're not following me, please follow me. I would love to have you follow my page and create with me. So this is kind of something that I'm planning to use in a tier tray. Now my daughter has said, "Now, Mama, I don't have a tier tray either." So she's expecting me to make her one too. That's how it goes. That is how it goes. Now my daughter-in-law, she's got a tiered tray. And she does a really cute job decorating it. So I've got to catch up. And I think having this dark Java around the outer edges of the perimeter just is going to make the other colors pop. Trying to be very careful as I get into this corner. I may have to get my little detail brushes, and I'm going to use them to kind of do the minor corrections. But I hope you guys are having a good week. I have had kind of a crazy week. And so when I come home, I get a bite to eat, I paint. Tomorrow I've got to do some embroidery work, and I've got to get my Paint and Create boxes out to my members. So if you don't know about my Paint and Create group, go to jeremiahdreams.com and you'll find the information there about we do. I send you everything you need to do, paint projects for the month. Now I'm going to do these edges and the outside, and I'm going to set it to the side and let that dry a little bit. And then I'm going to work on these sunflowers and try to get them taken apart. Making sure I'm getting my edges good. Here we go. Oh, Ange, I am so sorry. You know, I knew I hadn't seen you in a while either, but I am so sorry about your mother. Oh, that is horrible. That's so hard. My goodness. When I was growing up, this may sound crazy. I don't know. Maybe not. But when I was growing up, my mother was my best friend. And she still lives close to us, my sister and I. And she's getting older. She just turned 78. And she's in really good health. I'm very thankful. Oh, I just stuck my finger in wet paint. And I can't imagine life without her. I sure can't. She's thankfully in good health. So it's something you never know. Only the Lord knows the number of our days. And I hope to not have to know that for a very long time still. But I'm so sorry your mother had cancer. That is horrible. That is such a cruel disease. Let's see if I can hold this a little bit to do this side without getting too much paint on me. And then I'm going to dry this and get the final side. This chalk paint, you guys, on this wood it just works beautifully. Great coverage. Okay, let me dry this. I got a little puddle right there. Let me try to get that off. Then we'll do the last side. Yes, Judy, we sure will. We're going to be praying for you, Ange. Listen, you just pop on here anytime. Just know. Oh, the service. Oh, so wow. She just has passed away. Bless your heart. It's really hard. Well, we are definitely keeping you in prayer. Let me see if I can get the inside of this dry as well. You're so welcome, Ange. You've got friends here, girl. Let's see if I can stick my finger in here and kind of turn this a little bit, hopefully. Let me just turn. I know y'all can't see real good, but I'm trying to get each of the sides dry so I can do this final side. I'm trying to keep the hot air moving so it doesn't blister the paint. And try not to get it too close too. Maybe that's good enough and we can get that final side done. See if I can stand it on end. I got some other really cute things last week at Hobby Lobby, actually down in Huntsville when I was there. And I've got some ideas on decorating those too, to also use as tiered tray decoration or decor. I'm trying to get inside these little handle areas. I need to do this other one too. So I don't want any of that raw wood showing. Just about got it. These little crates, they are so cute for just $1 at Dollar Tree. I'm pretty impressed with them. Okay, I'm going to let that dry well. Let's work on these little sunflowers, see if we can't get them torn apart. Get this paint off of my hands real quick. About out of the little wet wipes here. Got some more downstairs. So the dark color that I'm using, it is Java is the name of the color, Chalk Paint by Folk Art. And actually, it came in the package that Plaid sent to me to test, and I just love it. I really do love the Plaid paints. Okay. Now, let's see if we can't take this apart to where we can make our own little bouquets out of this. They didn't have any like what I used the other night, because I really wanted that again because it turned out so cute. You'll have to go back on my page and look. And in Craft Around the Clock, I shared it. But let's see if we can't get this apart. It's got this little spring on the end, but it may be glued. We'll see. Nope, it's going to unwind. Look at that. We got that right off. So what I'm going to do, because I'm actually going to let this wire work in my favor. I'm just going to twist it around. We're going to glue all this. Just going to kind of hook it because it's got a little bit of a hook on the end. But I want it to kind of help me with keeping this pulled up off the surface. So there's one. I've got my glue gun heating up over here. Yes, it's on. I had to make sure. And I about got all they had of these sunflowers, and these are metal. I went to the bigger Dollar Tree in Paducah. They've got a really good one there. Let's see if I can just unwind this without really stretching it out. There we go. Let's see if I can curl this around just to kind of get that end like so. And one more, and this one's a little bit different shade. It's a little more orange looking. They are cute. Well, Joey, how are you? And Rhonda and Tracy, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. Joey, I was thinking about you today, and I've been wanting to catch you live, but it seems like you've been on when I've been working, or life is crazy. But I keep meaning to pop. Oh, that one came right off, but that's okay. That's not a problem. I am going to take it off the rest of the stem. And I'm going to hang on to those little wire stems and the leaves because I'm going to use those too. I might hang on to that too. Okay, here is my secret. If I still have some. Yes. I'm going to cut with scissors some cardboard. I'm actually going to use kind of these little sections where I was making the little houses. I'm just going to cut several because this is what I'm going to use to give my little flowers some dimension. Okay, so I'm going to get my little box over here. Now this one that doesn't have any kind of spring on it and everything. So let me kind of lay this out first. This is kind of, oh, I just got a bunch of Java paint on me. So I'm still going to pull this one up, but I wanted to kind of do a bouquet, something like this at different levels. So I'm going to start building my little cardboard and just going to make some stacks. And the first one, I'm going to keep it kind of small. And let me go ahead. Oops, it's sticking to me. Y'all, I've got glue all over me. You know how it is, a love-hate relationship. So you don't have them there at your Dollar Tree? Yeah, go on their website. They've got, I was looking at that earlier, and they've got more there. All right, I want my little orange. Let me move this just a smidge. Okay. Maybe a little more. Looks like I got a little more room. Okay, so I'm going to attach my little cardboard stand, I'll call it, platform, right in the center. And I'm going to hold it there just for a second. And then I'm going to put this one in the center, but near the top. It's like the background flower. Just about like that right there. And see, when you put that cardboard underneath it, how it lifts it up off the back. Can you kind of see? I wonder if I can get it in an angle where you can see a little bit better. So it's kind of lifted up. It's not so flat. So that means the next one, we're going to need it to be taller. So let me get some more cardboard. And I'm going to do 4 of these together. Let me go ahead and just cut several. Okay. So we're going to stack up 4 for this one. And there's the 4th one. And now I'm going to attach it to the back of the flower. I think this will give me the height that I'm looking for. Let's let this cool for just a second. And I don't want my cardboard to be too big on the back because it's trying to slide everywhere. Because the petals from each of the flowers would kind of get in the way of each other. So we want it to kind of be separated from that. All right, so let's see how this works. Y'all, I hope this works and is not an utter failure. It works perfectly in my brain. Okay, pull this closer. So let me hold this here just for a second. But can you kind of see the dimension that it's already creating? Okay, and I think, let me just kind of mash this a little bit so it stays a little bit level. I think that spring on the back is messing with it a little bit. I may have to take it off the other one because it's wanting to kind of make it a little bit wonky, but it's okay. But this one's a little tighter, so I bet it won't give me as much trouble. I'm going to go ahead and do 4 pieces of cardboard for this too. Three. And 4. Oops, I need to now attach it Let me just put a generous amount of glue straight on my flower. And then let me let this just sit here a second and dry so it doesn't slide everywhere. But can you see how the dimensions kind of coming together there? I think it's going to be cute. And I've got some stuff over there for a bow of some sort, but I'm a little undecided on it. Okay, let's try attaching it on the inside now. Let me try to get this to attach right there too. I might have to redo some glue because it's wanting to kind of give me that wobbly look, and I don't want that. I want it to be pretty. Well, I don't know if it is. That might be in better keeping with how flowers are. So there's that. Can y'all see okay? So there's the dimension. I love dimension, y'all. It just gives it interest. And I'm trying to hold that where it will kind of keep the flower from wanting to come forward. It's just got, the glue's just got to cool off. Y'all, would that not be cute on a tiered tray? I'm thinking it would be. Now, I think it does need like a raffia something up here. And I have, don't go anywhere, y'all. Oh, Beth, I know. Moving on me. I know I am. Hang on, y'all. I got to get my stuff over here. So this is more like twine. I really don't have any jute. I didn't think about it. Sometimes when you're creating, it doesn't really come together till you're right in the middle of it all. I know, Beth. I got to, girl. Y'all, so there's a whole story. And I'll just kind of share with y'all right here, just as you know. Thank you, Joey. You got these? Well, girl, look there. And we just use cardboard to give some dimension. So I'm just going to kind of use this twine and make a little something, something. I'm just going to wrap it, and we'll just see how it all comes together. Whoops, except it's going all over the floor. Isn't that how it goes? Okay, and my rings are getting caught. So now I'm going to wrap it in the middle. We're going to try to do some semblance of a bow with this. And it's going to be very, very messy. That's the best kind, right? People make $1 million off of messy bows, don't they? Okay. Let's just put a little hot glue right there. And then we'll put it on the bottom. Trying not to get my finger in it. So I'm going to use the end of this little stem. Maybe I can just do that right there. Be smarter than the twine is the name of my game. So I was going to tell you. I don't know, Beth. So here's the story. My kids have always asked me to move. I shouldn't say always. They have been asking me to move for several years. And my answer has always been, I can't. I can't. I need to stay in right where I'm at because of my parents. And, you know, I serve in my church, play the piano in my church, all of these things. And so right before Charlie, my newest granddaughter, was born, my daughter asked me through tears, Mama, will you please move? And hi, Sina from California. It's so good to see you. And I said, Erin, I will pray about it. And so God very specifically used the word and through prayer and through time. It was not an immediate thing. Through time, y'all, how's that look for a little something of a bow? Not too bad for just throwing together some twine. Um, and there it is. So that's kind of it, y'all. Now let me show you. I know I'm jumping. That's what me and my friends call it when we change subjects in the middle of everything. We're jumping. I'm jumping here. But we all understand each other that we're at that age that if we don't say it when we're thinking it, it's over with. It ain't coming back. So the other day I made these hot glue leaves because I picked up this mold, the silicone mold at Hobby Lobby. It was $4.99 at Hobby Lobby, and they had 40% off. So I didn't pay very much for this mold. So all I did was I took hot glue and filled it with hot glue, popped them out, and I have, where'd it go? Somewhere here. Oh, here it is. I have this antique copper metallic paint. I also have pure gold metallic paint, both by Folk Art. And I painted these hot glue leaves in these different patterns. So let me put them up here where you can see them a little bit better. There we go. Okay. So I can use these leaves on top with this bow. What do you think? Just kind of tuck them in there. And I think that would look really precious because we want to look precious. And I bet I could even, let's see here. I'm not the best at this, but I'm thinking we could maybe even stand them on end and tuck them behind. Let me see. Let's just try. It's just glue and see if we can make that work. And kind of let it be a backdrop for the bow. That would kind of help that bow have a little bit more dimension too. Thank you, Joey. Put some leaves in the corner. Let's see how it'll fit. Let me put these on here and then we'll see how that fits. I might need to put a little more right in behind to kind of brace it. We're just going to let that dry for a little minute. So the Lord really revealed to me through his word that I have his favor to move. And I can do the same job I'm doing right now down there in Alabama. I can do all of this creative stuff I'm doing right now down there in Alabama. And y'all, he has been opening doors left and right. It's just been incredible. You know what? I could put a little bit of cardboard right behind that and I can paint it after it dries just to help support that. I can paint it that Java so it'll be hidden. That's probably a very good idea to do that. And that'll give you a little extra support. Cut another little piece of cardboard because I'm thinking that might be the ticket. So if I just can't explain it other than God has moved in mighty ways. I've already been pre-approved for my mortgage there. I'm building a house, y'all, in my daughter's subdivision. Y'all, that is a miracle in and of itself. I just can't even begin to tell you what God has done there. Yes. So I'm going to stick some hot glue back here with some cardboard to give that leaf some support. And I'm going to paint it after it all gets good and dry. Look. I don't know. Can y'all see that very well? I hope so. Maybe. So those little leaves. Beth says, I'm going to North Carolina Labor Day weekend. So sometime around there. You will. I'll be around here Labor Day. You tell me when, girl. I will meet you anywhere. You tell me the path you're traveling, and I will meet you. That would be amazing. Emmy, how are you, my friend? Thank you, Sina. Oh, girl, Joey, I tell you, I don't know how to explain it other than I have felt God all in this thing. And I believe, okay, I have to tell y'all this. I don't know if I can tell you without crying. So after see, I'm already starting to cry. So after he showed me through his word that I had his favor to move and he was with me, I was sitting at my table in my living room where I can look out the back sliding glass doors and watch the hummingbirds and see the woods and all that. And I got a little nostalgic and sad because this land that I live on has been in my family um, for 500 years. So for me to leave this and leave my parents, and I mean, I've been transparent with my family, um, my friends, my bosses, everything about the whole thing. So I don't know if I can get through this, y'all. So I was sitting there reading my Bible and praying and writing in my prayer journal. And I was just thinking about, y'all, it's just been really hard for the past 7 years to be single at my age. And I'd never been on my own before. See, I didn't mean to cry. And as I was writing and really praying the things I was writing, as I wrote out the words, how God had provided for 7 years for me, being alone, being a single income, it settled on my heart. And 7 is his perfect number. And 7 is the year of Jubilee. And my divorce was final this past July 28th for the 7th anniversary. I have been divorced for 7 years. And God just settled on my heart how he has me. And so through all the miracles of everything he's done to open the doors and to provide a way, it's just been him. And I'm just so in awe of his goodness and favor. I didn't mean to do this on here tonight. I was going to make sunflowers. And now I'm a blubbering crybaby. But, oh, I do, you guys. And there's nothing like being in God's plan for yourself. And there's so much more to the story. There's been so many more things that he's done. But he has been faithful. And he's been so true and real. And if you get a chance to read Isaiah 54, that is the passage that he used. No, girl, don't worry. No, I've been trying to figure out when to share with you all the things that God has done. And it's just not felt right. So it's perfectly fine that you asked. Because I want to use it for his glory. And because that's my heart. But if you get a chance to read Isaiah 54, that is the passage that he laid before me, literally laid before me and used to confirm his will for my life. Oh, Rhonda, thank you. Yes. It's been a trial. I know you love me, Beth. I sure do. And I can't tell you. I love each and every one of you all. Thank you. Y'all, each one of you are precious, and Beth, you're precious to me too. And Joey, all of y'all. But I wanted to share this. I just didn't know when. And so I guess the Lord told you to ask Beth because I don't know when I would have done it on my own. It seems like it never feels like it's the right time. But you guys, he's alive. His word is alive. And it's he is available if you make yourself available. And he showed me, oh, I love you, Joey. He showed me he's my husband. And y'all just read Isaiah 54. That chapter is what he's used in my life. It's just been incredible. Oh my goodness. Didn't mean to do all that, but y'all. Oh, oh, Beth, isn't that amazing? Oh, I'm telling you, God has knit us all together for a purpose. Rhonda, Emmy, Beth, Joey, all of you, Judy, He has knit us together for a purpose. And we are to encourage each other. We are to pray for each other. And we're to cheer each other. This life is too hard. Oh, Judy, I love you too. Oh, I feel this is hard to explain. When all of this first started happening, I prayed, God, if you don't go with me, I don't want to go, even if it is my children. If I go without you, it'll be disaster. But if I stay where I am and that's not your plan for me, it will be disaster. And so it was my prayer that even though it was leaving my parents and all the things that are familiar, this family property, I had to be where God wanted me to be. And I feel in my heart that He's calling me to Huntsville, Alabama, not just for my children, but for His purpose and His kingdom. And I don't know what it looks like. I don't know all the answers. I just know I have to go. I have to go. And I'll still be right here doing this because this is what God has gifted me in. And I will continue doing it and doing my regular job that I can still do down there until He changes it. And that's my plan. So, Beth, I got to meet you before I get too far down the highway. Oh, my goodness. Emmy says, me too, Beth. Oh, you were watching Kenneth Coleman singing and just stopped. Oh, Emmy. Oh, my goodness. He's working, renewing some of us through us. Oh, girlfriend, you're doing the right thing. The Lord will not lead you where she. Amen. Amen. Oh, Holly. Hi, friend. Oh, you are so welcome. Yes, Emmy, change is hard. It's, I'm not brave. I'm not brave, girl. I am not. I am a weak vessel. Maybe my new mister's there. I don't know. I'm not even going to worry about that. Oh, oh, thank you all. Oh, Cena, you're so welcome. And here you are for the first time, I guess. I don't recall seeing your name before, but I'm so glad you were here. I hope that my testimony and the things these ladies have shared have blessed you tonight. I usually don't cry on my lives. Oh, but here I am. Okay, so I think this will be cute on a tiered tray, don't you? Yeah, I gotta make me a tiered tray, one for me and one for my daughter. Joey says growth comes from change. Oh yes, yes. Oh yes. Y'all are just wonderful. Thank you for your friendships. Some of you, I have never laid eyes on you, but I know your profile pictures and your names, and you're always faithful to come and be a part of my lives. And I just so, yes, they are, Judy. They sure are cleansing. I'm just so blessed. Oh, Beth, you are too, my dear friend. God has just used you in my life in ways you will never know. Oh, goodness. Y'all are precious friends to me. Oh, sure. Thank you, girl. Honey, look at this. I just threw together some twine and made a bow and did some hot glue leaves. But they're raised up with cardboard, so they have some dimension. And I don't know if you might have popped off and popped back on, but we've been sharing Jesus. And that's why I'm all teary-eyed now. Um, Janet, God will always lead you where He needs you to be. Yes, He will. I have to be willing to follow. Allison says, thanks so much for the testimony tonight. I'm having to help your son pack the family home and move because of a divorce. And it's so hard to do because this is the home I was. Oh, girl, I know. But God is the only way this has been possible. And your husband, you have all had COVID for the last week and a half. Oh, you're so welcome. Oh, I love you, Shar. Oh, girl, I know. I have to do the same thing. I'll start off with someone and then I have to pop off and then I have to come back. So, oh my goodness. Yes, sharing Jesus. I think that's what we're called to do, isn't it? Sure is. Well, you guys, this is all I have for tonight, and I will post a picture because and I bought y'all. So these are too cute. And I bought like three more of these and several more of these little sunflowers. And I thought if I could do these in kind of different arrangements, that would be really cute. Judy says, God's made a way for you as He will. Yes, you have to seek Him. He promises that if you seek Him, you will find Him. That's what His word says, and His word is true. He will not fail. It's not in His character. He cannot. It's impossible. So we have eternal hope because it's against His character for any kind of failure, and He cannot go against His word. He cannot. So I'm very, very thankful. Very thankful. So I thought it'd be cute to do even one like this with another sunflower because I bought just a few of them. So, oh my goodness, y'all are just wonderful. I just love you all so much. Thank you for being with me. Thank you so much. It's been a hard week, y'all. And the other thing is, I know this is what I'm supposed to do because the spiritual warfare has been incredible. You just wouldn't even believe it. You too, my friend Char. You too. So if you think of me, pray for me because there is a lot of spiritual warfare going on, which just tells me all the more that I'm doing the right thing. That's how I translate that. All right, ladies, I'm going to hop off of here because it is late and I probably do need to wind down and unwind and all the good things. But oh, thank you so much. You too, Judy. You too, my friend. Me too. I've missed you. All right, y'all. You guys have a blessed and restful evening. Good night, Rhonda. You too, Joey. Y'all sleep well. Get some good rest. Have a fabulous day tomorrow. Oh, thank you so much, Emmy. I love you, my friend. All right, y'all. I'm going to sign off and I'm going to get in my PJs. It's time, isn't it? All right, y'all. Good night, and I'll see you soon. Bye.